Hello. It's me, your new favorite English teacher, Teacher Matthew. Hello, awesome people. Hello, beautiful girls. Hello, handsome boys. Today we are going to have another video. That's right. And in today's video, we are going to talk about an interesting topic today, because today's topic is how to stop translating in your head. And instead of recording this, I'm actually going to record this live on YouTube just to save time. So because we are live, I don't know what may happen. But anyway, nice to see you all here today. And if you have any question, then make sure you leave them in the comments below. A lot of people have asked me, how can I stop translating in my head? Sometimes when I translate in my head, it makes me slow down my speech. Maybe I should not do that. Well, to be honest with you, I think that maybe it's okay to do that. I think it's okay to translate in your head. It's all a part of the learning process. Um, you cannot stop that. It's great because it means you have learnt enough words maybe to be able to say complete sentences. So that's really good. However, I think there are special tips I can give you, or special ways or hacks in which I can help you to speed up this process, to go from just translating in your head to be able to just to speak it out. Okay? So the first thing I'm going to say, and I usually say this to everybody, is you have to try to create a language environment. Do you know what that means? Well, basically, it means you have to surround yourself with the language you're learning. So for us, it's English. We have to surround ourselves with English, right? So listen to English, read English, do your favorite things in English. If you like watching a football match or basketball match, change the commentary from your local language into English. Do anything to make sure that your exposure to the language is every day and often. Surround yourself with English, okay? The second thing is all to do with learning words, because the more words we know, the more we can say, the better we can express ourselves. So learn more words. It doesn't sound it doesn't sound like a stupid thing, right? But if you learn more words, you'll be able to say more things. However, how can we say how can we make sure that we can remember these words when we need to? Because sometimes we forget them. Well, one thing that I like to do, I think, I think it's a great thing, is to try to remember the words with pictures or with sounds, maybe. So whenever you see something or whenever you hear something, you will know the word, you will know what word, and it will come straight to you, you know? So I think that is a good thing to do. So, for example, you learn the word coffee, but instead of learning the word coffee in your language, like cafe or some other, whatever the word is in your language, I don't know. Instead, just remember it with the drink, right? Just that is coffee, right? Instead of learning it based on the word from your language. And it could also be a sound as well. It doesn't have to be a thing that you see. Another thing that I think is really good, and I'm sure you've heard before, is learning, instead of learning single words, learn phrases, collocations, sentences. I think if you learn chunks, as we say, you will know what to say. You won't be hesitating on every word, because you would have learned the collocation, you would have learned the sentence or the phrase. So I think that's really good. That's another good tip I can give you. Another one The next tip that I think can be really good is to practice speaking by yourself, or find a place to practice that speaking. And I know a great place, because a great place you can practice your speaking is actually an app. It's called Hello Talk. You can download it from the App Store, the Google Play Store, and you can. Oh, hello, Priya. And you can practice on that. I think it's a good thing you can try. You can try to do, because if you devote a little bit of time, if you spend a little bit of time on this every day, maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes, then I think it will be worth your while. So I think that's really good. You can find lots of people who want to practice the English with you too. But there's other ways as well, because sometimes when we don't know what to say and we hesitate, or we try to translate in our head, maybe instead of trying hard to find out that word, what you can do is you can try to think about similar words like synonym. And that's why synonyms are important to learn. Synonyms are words that have the same meaning. Or you can think of antonyms, which are words that have the opposite meaning, and you could use those words. Also, you could learn some other words that can help you to describe something. Okay. So, for example, maybe you don't know the word school, and you want to learn, you want to say the word school. Sorry, you want to say the word school, but it's not coming, and you keep saying, what's school in English? Instead, what you should try to do is try to use other words to describe it. So what I mean is, instead of saying, "Oh, what is school?" you could say, "Ah, it's that place where young people learn." And if you know the word for place, young people, and learn, someone will know it is a school. So always think about that. Always think about what other ways could I say the same thing? Because the language is a communication tool. We don't have to be perfect all the time, and we can describe things like that. Even in English native speakers, when they don't know the word, they're looking for a word, and they will always do the same thing. Yeah, they will always use other words, right? You can also try to generalize, maybe, but that's a tip I would say. And lastly, the last thing I want to say is that and this is the most important thing, is always consistently study every day. Even if it's 10 minutes a day, that's more than 0 a day. What's more, I think you can also plan for certain kinds of conversations. So, for example, if you know you're going to have a certain kind of conversation the next day, you can study that the day before. Why not, right? I think that's a good way. So if you are going to have a job interview tomorrow, study job interviews. If you're going to talk to your friend tomorrow, maybe you want to talk to your English speaking friend, of course, you might want to try to learn some words and phrases about what you did today. Why not? And then when you go to have your conversation, you will be good. So anyway, I don't want to talk too long, because I've said basically everything I want to say. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Yes, it's okay, but it's okay because actually, Priya, thank you for your question. Actually, this is live. Usually, I don't record anything live, and yeah, so this is a new way of recording. We're recording right live, but instead of recording it and then posting, we're gonna record and post at the same time. So yeah, sometimes it is, but it's okay. It's just like talking to yourself. Makes you sound crazy, doesn't it? But But anyway, thanks for coming today. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Make sure you leave a like and a comment, and see you in the next YouTube video next week, probably. And if you haven't done so already, make sure you share with a friend. And until the next time, stay awesome.